Like a firework of red and brown, the way you burn is seen to be believed. But turn away the $30? Mechanics! I was gonna be all dramatic and stuff coming in. Oh no, okay. I take it that everyone can hear me. Hello Archines, hello Mig Welder, hello Daniel, hello Red Light, hello Mechanics. Damn you Mechanics. Hello Pixie, hello Cobalt, hello Vermouth, hello Daniel, hello Hunter Oni, hello Simon Minecraft. Hello Yo-Yo, hello Destiny, hello Snake 8 No, not actually damn you, but just like, you just surprised me is all. I was gonna enter all dramatic and such, and I was gonna be all cool, and then you had to be all cooler and stuff, so like, it's not fair. It's just not fair, is it? Alright, I should probably appear now. Hello everybody, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Ruby. And you can hear a little bit of rasp in my voice, but I'm still doing okay. Since last we caught up, we have follows from Junicat Games, Gabinski, Truth Has a Curl, Link Bond 2014, Shiro Neko 04, Fish Slap Republic, Samantha Valentina, J Moon with 3 underscores, Epic Blaze 13, Snake 8 $30 from Mechanics, and 23 months from Yo-Yo762. Can we get some love in the chat? Yeah, 23 months of resubbing from Yo-Yo762. Can we get some love in the chat for our follows, our resubs, our donos? Mechanics is trying to walk the line between normal supporter and sugar daddy. Nope. Mechanics is still very much within the healthy range. Believe me, I've had people attempt to be a certain position in my life by the means of money. And let me tell you, Mechanics is not showing the signs of that. I appreciate it. I'm surprised by it every time. But I do get the sense that Mechanics' approach is more healthy. And let's be real. If any of you do want to sugar me, as it were, I think that would be a matter of an actual discussion as opposed to some sort of underhanded effort to subvert me, you know? Yes, there are new emotes. Oh, my voice is gonna be interesting today. You know what? Chat. How about a low raspy stream today, huh? Pretty close to how I sound by default anyway. Yeah, I think this is good. Maple syrup Odyssey. You know, some fantasies stay inside our heads. But I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna bash it. You know, fan artists exist for that reason, you know, to find these kinds of things out. Or Canadian Odyssey, eh? You know, you ever just think about what that would be like, eh? Quick bite of strawberry. How is everybody doing? How was your weekend? I hope you're doing amazing. GLMD, I will answer that momentarily. Or team is the maple one. None of them are the maple one. None of them are the maple one. Maybe when we do the Audithon reward, like y'all pick what I order for food, you can pick that I just get a bunch of maple syrup or something. You apologize for the curse. Eh? Could be worse. Could be worse. Recovering after how was Everfree? I wish that I could have been there. Long story short, some stuff happened with something that was supposed to work with another convention, and then that didn't happen. By that time, it was impossible for me to actually connect with Everfree on the matter, so... Probably gonna buy Eurofire today. Which Eurofire? I feel like that was a compilation or something from a past time. It sounds familiar. It's nothing to do with SCP, is it? Not Fire for Extra Serum. Oh, that one. Okay. DJ Boss has been getting pretty busy. Did y'all see the pictures of DJ Boss performing at oh, what was the Canadian convention? Yeah. So real quick, the new emotes. So a birthday gift to me from a few folks was a series of 4 emotes. Overview channel on twitchemotes.com. Uh-oh. It's not showing the attribution, is it? Happy belated birthday. The throne of the Empress grows smaller. Oh, because I'm getting... Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you. Oh, this one has vocals. It was a very good birthday. For those... Okay. Chat, I have a slight confession to make with you. Friday, the day that we celebrated my birthday... What? Hang on a second. Did one of you just buy me something from my throne? Yo. It put your name on the tweet. And thank you for that. Honestly, it's a very cute dress, and I can't wait to wear it. Yeah, I saw a new tweet show up, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, apparently a lot of throne things happened on my birthday. Hello, that dude you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You have gold cookie pumpkin spice Oreos. Are you a basic white woman yet? You need more pumpkin spice. And listen. Hot take. Pumpkin spice is great and normal and very conventional. A lot of people just weaponize it against people liking things. I mean, y'all know what pumpkin spice is, right? No, not even a rhetorical question. You do know what it is, right? Hey! I think I still have summer throws, so I need to update them to be fall. Seriously. Just quick show of hands, like yes or no. Do you know what pumpkin spice is? This is not to shame. So, Jesse, I was just gonna ask yes or no. Gotta let people show. Yeah, it's cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice, and cloves. It's just spices that make pumpkin ingredients taste good. That's all it is. It's a collection of spices. So when you have pumpkin spice coffee or pumpkin spice latte, etc., it's just spices. It's like cinnamon and ginger and nutmeg. It's part of the season. It's like peppermint during the holidays, or rum during the holidays. You know, that kind of thing. Certain seasonal flavor profiles. Does that make sense? I think it's fine. But yeah, no, Cobalt, you are a basic white woman if you, you're basic if you choose to be. I'm not qualified to discuss further. Pumpkin syrup, espresso shot, steamed milk, topped with whip and powder. Pumpkin syrup. Now, is it actual, like, pumpkin, or is it pumpkin spice syrup? Current Starbucks barista, okay. But the question that I have is, so pumpkin syrup, yes, isn't syrup, but the flavoring of the syrup, is it based on just sheer pumpkin? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So this is just a different drink. Espresso shot, steamed milk. Interesting, okay. I'll be honest. Oh, I've been speaking with reverb on this whole time, haven't I? I'm so sorry. I don't always speak with instant majesty on at all times. But, I don't know, I haven't been to Starbucks in a while, just for a few reasons. I try to do ma and pa shops instead. I find that they tend to do the same kind of job a little bit better, and I prefer to support local. These pumpkin spice Oreos do slap though, they're very good. I can imagine. Oreos, okay. Oreos would get a lot more flack for doing so many flavors if the flavoring wasn't good. Also, I feel like pumpkin spice fits in a lot more things than people might think. Before I forget, I want to talk about Throne stuff real quick, since it did happen. And by the way, I haven't forgotten about the bar. In a little bit, we'll do our wheel spins. But I wanted to talk about Throne. During my birthday, there were a few things that happened. During my birthday, a few people were extremely generous and kind and sweet and amazing, and they're incredible. A couple things came through. Let me pull up my Throne. Once it loads. All right. Oreos know which flavors to do with the chocolate cookies and which ones. Yeah, exactly. I've seen that one, yeah. Why don't we just do the one? Let's see. So, the only Fluffin' Fox got me a bunny light, a throw pillow of like a little bag of mochi candies that are bunnies, and a Pusheen stack of pancakes plushie. And then two of you chipped in together to get me an Elisa Sample Pad 4. Okay, I'm doing four fingers. Y'all bought me an instrument. And several plushies and a mouse pad, and now today a black and red dress. Thank you for that. So I like having my Throne up and about, but I hope it never feels obligational or like obligatory, blah 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 blah. Thank you for those of you who do choose to contribute that way. And in this case, the plushies will contribute to my personal well-being, and the Elisa sample pad. Did you know that I used to play drums? Did you know that I actually used to play drums for a little bit? No, seriously. Not exclusively, but there was one band I was briefly with in high school, and middle school and early high school, and then I did a little bit at the local church too, and I used to play drum kit. I'm many years rusty, but I kind of miss it sometimes. So, with the Elisa sample pad, I now have a way to maybe do some live drumming stuff during my sets. Thank you so much to, I believe it was Hidden Nin and James. Yeah, Hidden Nin and James, 07415. It's a big drum in the middle called the one on the floor. I feel like I should pull up MS Paint. Yeah, let's do some painting. Sorry, my voice is a little bit out. Let's do some painting, guys. All right, so MS Paint. Actually, no, I'm gonna open this in Shoost so it looks good. Window, where is Paint? There is Paint. So, for drums, we're thinking something like, so there's this one. There's one that's like right here. Almost looks like an alarm clock when I draw it. This is a really crappy drum set. And then Mr. Banana Man, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. My music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. Just hoping fall brings better results. The summer's been a roller coaster of emotions for me, and hopefully that roller coaster comes to a halt in the fall. I wish you a lot of peace this upcoming season, Daniel. As the weather cools, I hope so does the action. All right. That one, and then it's got like a little ramp. And this one has a little bent. Are you talking about for completeness? And that's with no symbols. Yeah? Let's do, you know, let's do one like simultaneous crash and ride. You're talking about this one right here, yeah? Want some of those light up disco drums that Official has. Ooh. That dude, this is the kick drum or the bass drum. At least if we're talking about regular, like a traditional drum kit. Let me get my hair out of the way. You get a kick out of that. Hey! Competing streaming platform. Where I will not be caught dead. If one was to draw a generic symbol of a drum kit for all languages, it would be this. I see. Yeah, no, I feel like, obviously I didn't do a great job of it, but like, I feel like I got most of it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I used to actually play drum kit, so to have some kind of means of drumming back into my set. Did you get them? Are you gonna drum up some ideas to use them? I don't know if that was much of a hit with the audience here. Yeah, you're gonna have to floor it and really think of some other ways to make things better. But yeah, no, with this sample pad, I'm trying to think about what to do. Cause like, I like the idea of having a drum that I can just kind of hit at any point, just like a snare, through most of the way. Cause like, okay, quick stretch, sorry. I played saxophone in middle school, only stopped when my mom sold it because I refused to join my school band. But I still played and learned on my own time, but she sold my... That is really messed up, Cobalt, I'm sorry. That is... I don't think that was her property to sell. And she shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry that she didn't respect your property like that. I'm glad that you still learned it on your own time, but that's pretty rough. So, for those who don't know, by the way, I've been trying to figure out how to design my non-DJ performances. Right now, a lot of the places that I'm going, technically she's the one that bought it. Well, yeah, but if you buy something for someone, your hand's off the chess piece. If you're buying something for someone, if you're making a donation to someone, if you make that contribution, your hand's off the chess piece. Like, that's in the bin. That is in the mailbox. I don't know, that kind of thing where it's just like, oh, because I'm the adult, I'm the parent. It's just that's rough. And I'm sorry that she didn't respect that. Like, I don't know. The kind of like retractive giving always bugged me. Hung out with my homies Saturday. It was so fun. We explored an abandoned park too. You're right on. I'm so glad. Okay. Just some stuff happened with some parents of some of the folks in chat not being very respectful with owned things and boundaries and things like that. I feel like I've gone on Soldier. What? Why? That is really messed. Cobalt, I am so sorry. Did she even ask? Did she at least check with you first? Like, hey, we need to eat. This is one of the last things left. How about it? Instead of just yoink. This is getting heavy, y'all. I'm sorry that she didn't respect that at all. And Ginger, I'm sorry to hear that too. The things that you own are the things that belong to you. If someone has bought you something or given you something like that, just because they're a parent, that doesn't mean that they have the right to take it away, unless they've established that with you ahead of time. And even then, that feels a little... That's a little much. Feel entitled to your stuff because they paid money for it? No! I mean, okay, feeling entitled, that's a different thing. Just wanted to mention my sax phase and it became a whole heavy-handed subject. I feel like it leads into other discussions of other things like that, too. Like, it was not just one comment or one thing at a given time. I'm so sorry. I hope that, for all of you who are going through stuff, hello Ray, good to see you. I hope that all of you who are going through adulthoods, I mean, we are all adults here, this is an 18+ chat, right? Otherwise, please make your exit before we ban you. I hope that in time, you find ways to recuperate and understand that not everyone is like your parents. Not, in this case, not everyone's going to take things from you that are yours. You turned 18 this year. Good. Good. I don't know. It breaks my heart to hear stuff like that, and I'm sorry that you went through that. I hope that in this community you can find spaces of more healthy boundaries and understandings, yeah? If it's alright with you all, I might shift the subject again, if that's okay. Also, I feel like there needs to be like a wind rustling noise going on in the background. So real quick, those of you who are disclosing your ages, I appreciate that you're above 18. I would not encourage sharing your exact age on the internet. But I do appreciate establishing that. Yeah. What would it be? Wind, forest, breath, autumn walk. Autumn birds. There we go. Let's get some music going again. Having people take away things that aren't really theirs to take away if it's physical or not, that's not cool coming from someone who had that happen a lot to them. I feel for those people, at least now we're adults. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Would it be okay if I shifted the subjects? Just keep things a little bit lighter-hearted, lighter-spirited. Gosh, why is my voice the way that it is right now? Can I just say how weird it is that my voice felt like it was going to be a little bit rough and raspy during the set that I did during the birthday stream, and it still turned out to kind of do okay. Let me skip this one. Like, I don't know, I think over time, like, staying good on keto has allowed me to build up my vocal stamina. It's been nice. It's been good. So let's talk about yesterday. Right, I was gonna make a confession to you all. The day that we celebrated my birthday together, that beautiful Friday, was not actually my birthday. I wanted to celebrate it with you all during a day during the week when I stream so that you would all have your weekends free as well. Partially also so the day would be obscured. But alas, the actual day was revealed by Twitter. Because whenever someone visited my profile, it would do the little balloons. So, yes, yesterday was technically my actual birthday. And the way I went about that was I took myself out a little bit. I did a little bit the night before just because, like, I had a weird day on Saturday. I just kind of had a weird, like, I think it was whiplash from how happy Friday night was, just to purely, like, Saturday. And then Saturday was rough, so I went out and, went out to a nice dinner, some tapas after that. And then Sunday, I kind of just decided to take myself to the mall. Shopped around a little bit, just threw myself together in some really cutesy best, like some of my cutesy best. And, I got some good smelling things. I got some dresses. I got some Victoria's Secret stuff. I got, what else did I get? I got a really cute shirt too. And it was just a good time. And, I don't know, something about that day just really felt perfect. Got myself all prettied up, went out somewhere. People were,
Hi, just wanted to show some appreciation for the work you've done, and your music has helped me out of one of the darkest times in my life. I love all your work and glad to see Eurobeat is still alive.
Eurobeat is still
Any
alive.
tips on how to start making Eurobeat? Less than 3, keep it up.
Mr. Banana Man, thank you so much for the 25. Can we get some love in the chat? That is extremely generous and kind. So, I'm so glad that my work could be there for you during a dark time. And that's one of the things that I love so much about Eurobeat. The fact that it can still be, even when it's sad or dark, it can still be fun and invigorating and positive and empowering. And with tips on how to start making Eurobeat, I have so many. The problem is I don't know how far along you are. Have you written music before? Have you played an instrument? Do you know the staff? Have you produced before? Except. Here's a weird analogy that I have, by the way. I'll think of that, Bats. So, yeah, forgive me if my voice is a little off today, but you know what? That's just how it is. Eurobeat is a lot like VTubing. I think that a lot of people like what they hear from it, and they want to try it without really knowing if it's for them or not, if it's something that they really want to pursue. Hello, Lena. Good to see you. So, if you do not have experience with music, I recommend learning songwriting. You don't necessarily have to know how to write in the staff or complex guitar chords or anything like that, but knowing how to write a melody and lyrics. Eurobeat, making Eurobeat from concept to release is a combination of songwriting, production, arrangement, and singing, really. It's a combination of several disciplines, and I think if you come at it building those up, you might find that you like other stuff too, or you might find that you're resolute on Eurobeat. I would say study songwriting, learn a bit about music production. In that case, just like go find DAWs, digital audio workstations like Ableton Live or FL Studio or Bitwig or Logic Pro if you're on a Mac, and find the one that's right for you. Just try out the demos, see which ones have a workflow that you appreciate. Watch some tutorials, just like that. So then you'll have a song that you want to write and the tools with which to write it. At some point, it might even be Eurobeat. But there's a trick with that. So many of the best Eurobeat producers, composers, writers, singers start with a song that is not inherently Eurobeat. Talk to Brett Sinclair. Talk to the folks at SCP. Talk to the folks at Dave Rogers Music. The emphasis is on a good song first and Eurobeat later. Then you can get to the fun stuff like synth brasses and Roland synths and the Synth One Gamma Hynam pack and presets for Serum and Vital and all that stuff. Then you can go bonkers. Then you can go nuts. Then you can go into like the free sounds that you get from like Rave Generator that does like orchestra hits and like the quintessential hyper techno sounds. But none of that really matters. I used to make Eurobeat close enough on basically just general MIDI from a Korg 05R/W. A loaner unit from my mom, no less. Was that my mom's? Keyboard was my mom's. I think the unit might have been my dad's. John Doe 12_34. Thanks so much for the follow on the stream. It's great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matar Kanavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you. So, right. Worry about those two things first. Write good songs, and then learn how to produce. I don't really know what you're saying, but it's cute. I'm glad you think so, you. I've been making and releasing Eurobeat specifically on the internet for about almost 20 years now. So I've got a little bit of passion for it. You can't stick around with this kind of thing. Oh, hi, puppy. Hello. How you doing, Vera? Okay, that's not what my hand is doing. I'm passionate about Eurobeat production and folks getting out and trying it and doing new things, but I also want to stress that a lot of people might... It's like VTubing. You know, anyone can go out and get VTube Studio and buy an avatar from Booth. That'll do great, by the way. The kind of stuff that you can pick up on Booth is fantastic. And pay for Shoost and get all kinds of cool tips and grab some backgrounds from like Video Hive and Booth and Etsy, all that stuff. But it may not actually be what you want to do. I love dubstep, but I can't make it for crap. I've tried enough times, but I feel like my passion, my core, lies in Eurobeat. Every once in a while, I'll get the urge and I'll make some glitch hop or add a little dubstep to a Eurobeat track, and it's good to know. But it's worth sitting down with yourself and being like, is this the song that I want to write? Is this the music that I want to make? And if it is, congratulations, you have joined a core legacy, a core legion of Eurobeat producers worldwide. That said, I've got 12 minutes on FL Studio and then gave up. I'll give it another shot. Here's the thing, Banana Man, listen. Eurobeat fans hate her. Here's her wild trick on how to make any song before you even touch the DAW. Get a sheet of paper or a note card or a napkin, whatever it is, and just write your song on it. Here, I'll demonstrate on Notepad. Yeah, I'll open Notepad real quick. Let me do Shoost. We'll do this. We'll do... Where is it? Does it not want to do... Here we are. Uh-oh. Doesn't want to recognize Notepad, does it? Okay. We can do 0 and 0. Scale 1. Uh-oh. It doesn't want to show Notepad. Oh, wait, no, there it goes. Okay. So here's one way to... Okay, maybe I just need to move like this. Here's a weird trick for how to make, to write a song without getting into your DAW. And then when you have this, you can bring it into the DAW. So, like get theme first, then make layers. Sure, that's kind of how I did The Love That Never Was and On Top of the Silo. Hello, Mr. Action, good to see you. So what I'll do is, I might also have to bring up MS Paint again. So, say that I have the idea for on top of the silo. So like, on top of the silo, on top of the world, bring back what I lost, and I could be your girl. Let's see, come back in the morning and show me you care, and maybe someday, babe, you'll take me there. Dropping a lurk before you go to your local Dems meeting. Hello, it's good to see you. Lurk as you like. So what you have here is now you have a sense of the lyrics. You just have basically just poetry. In my case, very crappy poetry. So it's a little trick that I kind of learned from when I used to do worship with my family. Aw, thank you, Mr. Action. I'm glad that I could brighten your day. I'm sorry that you're feeling sad, but hope things get better for you. So, okay, on top of the silo, I'm gonna pause music real quick. It's in F minor. Okay, so so what I like to do is if it's before the first measure, like on, so on top be the chord that you would play on a keyboard or guitar or whatever would be, I think that's C sharp. Top of the Si. Oops. And then this would be what? D sharp. Yeah. And then on. And then this is what? F minor. Top of the world. Bring. So if you had a guitar, or like a piano, you could be like, on top of the Si, D sharp low, on F minor of the world, bring C sharp what I lost, D sharp and I could, F minor, G, A, duh. That's E. No, that'd be D sharp. Yeah. So you'd be able to kind of hand this to someone, and then you'd be able to hop into, whatever, or I'm not gonna make too many more hand motions, but once you have this, you have at least the vocal portions. And if you're doing something with an instrumental lead instead of lyrics, let me go ahead and bring up Paint again real quick, because this does have, there is a technique that you can do even if you don't have like a vocal part or like a lyrical part in mind. I am very bright today. Oi, I know what you're on about. Okay, let's go ahead and clear this. So, So, question, what's the difference between Eurobeat and dubstep? I assume one uses more synth sounds. Oh, yeah, no. So, do you hear the song that's in the background right now? That is Eurobeat. I don't think I have a traditional dubstep song in this playlist, but do you hear how it's very fast, bouncy, energetic? Eurobeat is a bit more like a pop track or like an early kind of housey track. I would say it's more like high energy, whereas dubstep is based literally on bass sounds. It's based on more guttural, visceral sound design. It's centered around the drop, whereas Eurobeat, if it has an instrumental focus, it's centered on the riff. How do I say? Compare Dave Rogers to Zomboy, if that makes sense. But yeah, sorry, back to songwriting. So, let's take the songs in the background. Free My Heart. You have like, da da da. Well, okay, first note's a little wrong, so do Do, 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 do. So you can kind of just draw how it would look on the piano roll, because now you have a visual shape. And you can do like, see that's, this is B. No, it's not B. B, C sharp. You can write that kind of note along with it if you want, but even if you don't, you can kind of see based on this, you know, it goes up here, kind of slightly down, down, and it wiggles here. You know, that's a little bit of modulation. You can even write in stuff like pitch dive, like do. Goes flaccid at the end. So you kind of write it out that way if you have an instrumental idea in mind. It doesn't have to be perfect, because then you have a shape, and even if you get the original idea wrong, you still have something, you know? But yeah, that's some of my advice for starting to make music from zero. You know, once you've learned how to make music, you can decide if you want to make Eurobeat. How did my birthday go? The stream or the stream or the actual day of? Okay, so the stream went amazing. I had such a good time. I got to hang out with all kinds of friends. I got to bring on folks that I originally wanted to invite, but just didn't have the wherewithal to keep sending out invitations, and then they actually popped in, and I was able to be like, come on in. Oh, wow, you can listen to a little bit of the rasp there. 1 second, please. Sorry about that. So, the day of, I opened with a big set, like a 1 hour long performance, you know, with some DJing and some live vocals. Hung out with the oddities a bit. We played some marbles on stream. We got all kinds of folks to pop in for Nightshady. Thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you. So it was an amazing night, and I went for 9 hours. I was tired. I was very happy. Because, like, I tend to stream for about 3, for probably very audible reasons. Hello, Aluminum. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, another hydrate. That I can do. With all kinds of games, all kinds of hangouts, all kinds of fun stuff. And, thank you for that, Pets. And, it was a wonderful night. I felt very celebrated and very much loved. And then Saturday, well, it was a Saturday. I think it was just a number of things, plus the fact that I went from very happy to not that anymore kind of hit. Thank you for that, Pets. And then on Sunday, which Twitter gave away was the actual day of my birthday, I decided to take myself out. I got all prettied up, and I headed over to the mall, and I shopped around a little bit. I got some nice stuff for, I got some nice dresses, I got a cute shirt, I got some stuff at Victoria's Secret, which I will not disclose. After all, it is a secret. And I got some nice smelling stuff from Bath and Body Works, and I had a good time. It was a really nice day, and I even ended my day with a dinner at the Cheesecake Factory. And on the way home, I picked up some White Claws because, you know what, it's been a little bit. I tend not to drink very much, but it was just, well, there's also a future stream that might use them. Not necessarily this week, but we'll see. And, I kind of had that realization. I tweeted about this earlier, actually. I realized that, your Eurobeat hag waifu VTuber is a lot more basic than I thought. Oh, thank you, Nightshady. This is but one of a few outfits that I have. Bath and Body Works has some good scents. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh, it does. Obviously, I want to say sorry for not talking much on streams and trying to do better. Marcy, there is no pressure. The fact that you're here, the fact that you're comfy, being here at all means a lot to me. Thank you so much for 16 months of subscribing. Please give some love in the chat for Marcy. For 16 months, that is what? A year and a quarter of subscribing. Thank you so much, Marcy. It's great to have you here. And thank you so much for the follow, Nathan QC2000. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat music that's been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you. Yeah, no. A third. Ah, that's right. A third of the year. Yeah, because it's 4 months is a third, and then 3 months is a quarter. It would have been 15 months if it was 1 1/4. Love to get some smelly things that make me smell good, but my nose fails me at doing that. So, oh, gamer, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, and as much as I very much enjoy perfumes and body lotions and things like that. Gosh, when did I become my mom? It's definitely rough for folks that are sensitive to a lot of smells. It can be very overstimulating. But I think there are very simple ways to experience scent, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of us, like natural oils and things like that, can have a very strong scent without setting off allergies. Do be careful with that, though. Like, don't just go out there and throw a bunch of like essential oils all over yourself, because that can actually mess you right up. But do consider like looking into low allergen scents. I've gotten a few smelly things, but walking into a place full of smelly stuff makes me seem sick for the rest of the day. That makes sense, though. Like that, it can be a lot. I don't know. Okay. As a kid that had to pretend not to like girly things, and even now when I embrace that I like them, my mom used to have this lotion that she would apply in the car with all the windows up, and she would throw on way too much. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you, and I've learned to love lotions and scents and things like that. It was too much. It was too much. And it was a good scent, but girl, it was too much. It was like getting a hot boxed in cucumber and melon. With the lotion, no, we're not. That dude, I don't know if that's a good reference to make here. Oh, that movie did a lot of damage for trans people just trying to exist. Because a lot of people use that movie to equate trans people to the cannibal. What application do you use for VTubers? So it depends on if I'm doing 2D or 3D. For 3D, I'm using VC Face. No worries, you. A lot of folks don't. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I used to enjoy as a kid. It's like, oh wow, that was really rough. Like, I'll think of that bats. There's a lot of references and things like that that I go back and it's like, oh wow, that was a really rough thing. And like reading the experiences of others that were affected by it, it's like, oh wow. Oh, thank you, Paper Guide. Why, thank you. I thought that I would come back in style, so to speak. When growing up, I had a sister who loved putting on perfume to the point where almost every day I would try to not be around her just so I could breathe through my nose. Oh, gamer. That could probably have had an effect on your allergies, in fact. But yeah, I guess in terms of like scent and things like that, I used to not like it. But I think after being able to approach it myself and find a level of it and varieties that I enjoy and appreciate, I'm very lucky that I like that. Gosh, yesterday was unusually good. Here's the thing. I don't need a lot of things. I like nice things. I like, buying a nicer dress that'll last a little longer, or, some other things that will do what they need to do and make me feel good about myself. But I don't necessarily need those things. As a kid, I used to not much care for shopping for myself. Like, yeah, I could get some nice stuff, but okay, whatever. But, it took coming out like three years ago to realize that I actually love shopping. I just couldn't do it for myself the way I wanted to until recently. And, gosh, I love it now. It's just the act of it. Just the act of, like, going around and looking at stuff that could look good on me, you know? Just fretting about the little details and gushing about cute little things like, oh, this one has a bow. This one has a little strawberry in the center, you know? Just stuff like that. Just going out and spending time on that, thinking about nice things. I don't know, I had this little moment when I was walking around with like 3 bags on my arm and holding my phone in the other, just like in this dress and in these like sandals that I wore to just match the rest of the look. It was just, I chose to celebrate my birthday at the mall. I'm holding a bunch of bags. You know, I have plans to go to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner, basically. I am such a girl. And instead of being like any kind of like, oh, you know, that's silly, it unironically just felt amazing. I never knew why people like spending money, but you make it make sense. And that's the thing. It's not necessarily inherently about spending money. Otherwise, I very much agree. I used to be like, and even when I was out, I could have spent more, but I'm like, you know what? I don't need something like this. I already have something that's pretty close, so I'll hold off on that. This, however, I do need. My parents are so concerned about shopping for me because when I was younger, I would drag my feet so much that they just stopped and now they're tiptoeing because now like doing that, but they're unsure to do the past. And that's, honestly, that makes sense because, like, you know, given past records, you know, you want to be respectful of people. And even if something changes, like, you don't want to instantly sprint right into it, right? You want to make sure, like, okay, what is your pace now? So that kind of makes some sense. I forgot this song is really heavy. I feel like with stuff like that, words are failing me. It can be tricky. But, like, I don't know, for me, it's not necessarily about spending. It's like, oh, look at this. My brother really liked shopping for shoes when we were both skaters. And, we would spend an hour in the store comparing shoes, comparing colorways, comparing sizes, comparing all that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, in retrospect, that was really cool. But that's also a sign, oh, thank you for the hearts. To me, it's also a sign that you like who you're shopping for. You like the idea of nice things for yourself, and that's okay. You like window shopping? Kind of, yeah. Ooh, yeah, actually. Okay. I like window shopping for apparel specifically. If you have a gorgeous dress in the window, sublime. That will almost single-handedly get me into your store. I gotta be honest, actually. A weird thing about shopping... Okay, I'm realizing I'm kind of lapsing into girls talk here. Before I go too much further, how much do y'all care? Or how much of this do you all actually even want to hear? Because, like, don't get me wrong, I could talk about this for hours, but my demographics tell a very different story. So, like, it's fun, I care, I'm enjoying listening. Okay, so, I'm still kind of scared of, hello Bowser, good to see, not quite ninja. How about this? Goth. Okay, I should probably sit on the ground. Yeah, goth. 10. Aw, the bark, so cute. Yeah, let me reset my thingamabob real quick. Select. Boom. Hey, I'm closer again. Oh, I did not want to do that. Okay. Oh, it actually didn't affect it. Good. Yes. Big titty goth girlfriend. Yes, exactly. I'm your big titty goth Eurobeat hag waifu. At least at the moment. Unless I hop into the strawberry dress, in which case I am your strawberry girl, Eurobeat, etc. What was that about? Right, so, waifu. Wife is different. Wife is different. So, I'm still at a point where I'm not used to having money. Not to say that I've been any level like destitute or like stuck. Yeah, hacks. Yes. The age of 30 is in demand, if I remember the statement right. And well, if you think 30 is great, wait until you get into your mid 30s. But I digress. So, I'm still at a point where I'm scared to spend a lot. If I spend a certain amount, I like the idea of it being on a few smaller things. Because I could spend on like one dress, or I could get several for the same price. But sometimes I really want that really nice, like high scale dress, like that designer looking one. And Odyssey Hot Chocolate Lady, cute and adorable regardless of age. Aw, thank you. I do make a good hot chocolate. Especially when the weather gets colder. So, I don't know. Now that I have a little bit more to work with, not super much, I've done a pretty good job of keeping things afloat at a certain point that I'm really comfortable with. Let's see. Hold on, you're saying that in my mid-30s I get to look like you, a gorgeous female woman. You're already signed up. You're already in the club, gamer. You're already one of us. I digress. So, I can now, but I'm not used to it. So I'll go to a store and it's like, ooh, I don't know. It's a little expensive. You know, you actually like have that amount, right? Yeah, but like, what if I spent less somewhere and got a dress that's close and like, I get that, but you know, and yet sometimes Odd Fern, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matarcon, Avi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. Ibuprofen plus 8 Tylenol for just a simple pain. I'm in my early 30s. Okay, I must confess, I think I've somehow played my cards right in my younger years because, like, in my early-ish mid-30s, I don't take a lot of ibuprofen. I don't have a lot of like aches and pains per se. I mean, I have acid reflux, but that's different. That came almost more about from COVID. Maybe Sour King, thank you so much for 6 months in a row. Can we get some love in the chat for Sour King? Please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge. I'm being part of the Oddities community for half a year now. Let's get some love in the chat for you. Let me do that hydrate from Nightshady before I forget. Ah. Okay. Right. I am very someone that doesn't have a lot of aches or pain. Good for you. Very good. That said, I think if things develop within me the way that they really should, yeah, if things develop within me the way that they should, I may develop back pain. But, we'll see what I can do to, like, support my back and do some exercises, things like that, you know? You're very envious for someone who doesn't have aches or pains. Sorry, autocorrect sent before completion. 40 Benadryls. Oh, no. That is just tripping balls. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Oddfern. I'm very glad that you think so. I'm very happy with the music that I get to make. Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of nice to indulge in that a little bit. Like, so one of the malls that I like to go to, there's a section where it's just all the really high-end stuff, like Chanel, Louboutin, Louis Vuitton, like all the bougie fancy stuff. And on the one hand, I'm like, okay, this looks like nice stuff. It'd be very nice to have, you know, some neat stuff. But I'm like, why? After a certain point, it just kind of becomes a brand. After a certain point, it's just like, it's just a logo. There are some things that are made different. If I'm not mistaken, the red heel on a Louboutin is built in differently. You need to wear a wedding dress outfit or a... If I wear a wedding dress, I might cry. Oh, take care, Ginger Bottle. Thank you so much for popping in. Yeah, no, if I see myself in a wedding dress, I might start crying happy. The idea of me ever getting married, let alone in that kind of dress, God, that, oof. Someday I would like that. Let's be completely real. You know, at some point in life, when I do decide to, you know, to get married, that'll happen. But, oh, Avatar wedding dress. No, even then. I think if I get an Avatar with a wedding dress, it's probably not going to be too closely designed to myself. Because, I've had artwork of myself in a wedding dress. And, I don't know, something about it just felt, it didn't feel bad, but it felt like, almost like I was pushing myself. One day when you're ready, you'll definitely find the right person. Thank you. I'll say this. There's a lot that I would like to figure out and settle first before I start, settle as in like figure out and sort, not reduce my expectations. Never do that for who you're looking for in life. But once I've got, you know, my ducks relatively in a row, I think then I'll feel a little bit more ready for, putting myself out there. Until then, I've got an empire to build. After all, it's hard for an empress to share her empire, isn't it? And I like all of it, just the way it is. Still though, it's one of those things where it's like, prom dresses, on the other hand, prom dresses, put me in all of that. I might still cry, but like, it'll still be, it's less so. Just poofy and big and celebratory and fancy and just, I like that idea a lot. I don't know. You didn't say, what? You didn't say sexy? It's okay, that dude you. You can find it sexy. Believe me, I've heard far worse. You need big, poofy prom dresses. Jesse gets me. Jesse gets me. Listen. Yes. Put me in celebratory stuff. Here's the thing. Chat. Listen. The key to Odyssey's heart. If you must do material things, which are, it's not necessarily the key to my heart, but I can also understand, you know, I've also learned how to receive gifts gracefully. Pick something for me to wear that you want to see me in and bring me out to a night out of whatever it is in that. Dress me up and bring me out. Oh gosh. I need it. Listen. Know what you want me in. And put me in that. Sleeves, poofy, or just a skirt? For, like, a prom dress? I think it depends on the cut of the rest of the dress. If it's darn near princessy, then yeah, you go with the puff. If it's a bit more sleek and slender, then, you know, maybe hold off on that, you know? Yeah, no, I don't know. I keep pausing the music because there's just these little moments where I'm trying to figure out what I want to say. I worry that this is the kind of thing that will get me put on Cooksey or like Roach-chan without my like being super aware. Some of you call me certain names, right? Some of you call me a certain maternal term. comes to mind. So there's a general sense of the dynamic that people want from me. And I appreciate that. I respect that. But there is still some element of me that that still wants to be doted on, adored, and fussed over a little bit. To have someone caring positively about how I look and the things that I enjoy, that appeals to me quite a lot. That sense of like, okay, I hate that this is an example, because I am so I'm so like done with seeing the alpha male BS. But it's that comment of like,
Beta male says, where do you want to go? And the alpha male says, put on the red dress. I know where I'm going to take you.
all right, take care, Banana Man. Thank you so much for coming. But that said, that whole notion, DX Nomad 59, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Konavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you. Yeah, gamer, you get it. Because, like, I don't want to cheer on the alpha, weird, like, alpha Sigma Balls verse. But that idea of, like, I don't know, if I was with someone that was like, throw on that red dress, babe. I know exactly where I'm going to take you. Be ready for the night of your life. Ah! Itadakimasu! Yeah! Just, sublime, perfect, brilliant, yes please. Just, heavens above. Just being like, yeah, exactly, Cobalt. Yeah. Listen. If I can trust whoever I'm with that kind of, that's the thing. Because if someone else, like, I've been on dating apps, I can tell when someone's asking something in earnest versus asking something to be disrespectful. If someone's asking, I've had people ask questions about my gender that would technically be disrespectful, but I can kind of tell that they're not, like, doing it in an intentionally mean way. I've had to have a few message moments where it's just like, look, if telling someone this in person would get you curb stomped, like, okay, if telling this to a cis woman in person would get you curb stomped, don't tell it to a trans woman on the internet, because you'll still be curb stomped in Minecraft. Put on that red dress. I know I'm taking you, and don't complain. Someday I want that. So you get it. Because, like, here's the thing. Confidence that I can trust. That's the thing. Lola Morden, thank you so much for following the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. And my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Konavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. If it comes from a place of, like, I'm paying attention and know you and you like this, that, yes, please. Okay, just, the fact that it comes from that sense of, like, care, like, I know what you like yourself in, I know what I like you in as well, and, oh my goodness. And here's the thing, I like dressing myself, I like being able to get that done just right, but when someone likes what they're putting me in, and wants to help me look pretty and beautiful, and it's just very nice is all. That's all. That's just. And also on a more realistic note, I also completely recognize this comes from it's a bit of a weeping from the inner child, you know? Like, as a kid, dress up for me, it's not that early on it was discouraged as long as I stayed inside the house. Because it was like, at a very young age, it's just clothes. But there comes a point where all of a sudden the gender police come through and it's like, no, don't do that. And please understand, My parents were doing their best. They were doing what they thought was protecting me. So after a while, it's like, okay, listen, boys wear this, girls wear that. Boys do not wear that. Girls can wear this. But that stuff is more for them. And, it's a sign to me that I kept going for it because, well, I clearly didn't stop. I think I rocked my sister's princess dress more than she did. Thank you, Timber, by the way. I didn't want to leave that off. My perfect date would be if I have someone doting over me in a way that doesn't make me feel less of a person, but also makes me feel special. Gamer. Okay, here's the thing. I thought about how it makes sense. The phrase that, I feel like the way that I would want to hear it phrased is like, I know you can take care of yourself. I know you can do that for yourself. But I want today to be special for you. Today, I don't want you to worry about a thing. For all that time that you spent worrying about that any other time, I've got you. Ah! It's beautiful. I love it. I don't know. Me, if I want to wear a skirt and get told no, I say, so you're telling me no to a kilt then, a skirt worn by men holding bagpipes. Why is it that from the age of old enough to dress yourself to about to be a tween, it's okay as long as it's a phase, and then once you get tween, you get noped? There's a lot more to it. I don't know, I feel like, people get worried about, like, oh, if it'll shape the way that you grow up. But it kind of comes from a place of, like, disallowing people to express that way. Thank you, Parvam Ursi. Also great to see you. Hope you're doing well. You get it? Good. Okay, I'm glad that I could explain it. Because, like, I guess for me, there's that level of respect. I don't know. By the way, Vera, I do see the redemption. And I'm not going to leave you hanging. There's a lot of passion going on before I get to it. I think the thing for me is, I've thought about, like, what speaks to me where I am right now. And it could be that things are changing. It could be that a lot of this is just based on holes in my growth. Where, it's just this speaking. It's the, being denied this speaking. It's the, growing up this way kind of speaking or whatever. It's not that I want to be objectified. I think it's that I want to be celebrated with a level of respect. Okay, bear with me on this. The concept of a princess, not in the, pretty pink princess, like, we're not talking like just getting someone flustered, like an actual head of state, like, imagine the level of respect, like the king and queen's daughter. Like, having some responsibilities in the kingdom, having some amount of power. So, whoever is with the princess, right? There's a level of respect. There's a level of respect in that. You don't just have, soft girl, yoink. It's, wow. She could have chosen anyone. This esteemed individual could have had anyone. And she has chosen me, and she is mine, but she is prized. Like, there is a respect with handling. I've had some time to think about it, Badu here. It's just nice. As a polyam person, I absolutely need to be able to understand and respect my partners in all ways to be able to make it to work. Because being able to treat 3 partners just as well as you treat one is a job that requires talent and passion. Because, see, here's the thing. There are some people that want to be handled differently. There are folks that feel very much at home when it's like, what was it that Ike Evelyn did? It's like, who needs handcuffs? There's a spot between my heel and the balls of my feet where your wrist fits perfectly. And there are people that want to be on either side of that equation, or both sides. For me, it's a bit too extreme. Like, I don't mind. I don't know about that, Oni. I think it's more like I want to be highly regarded. Like, I don't know. I still want to be someone's. I still want to be like. Okay, I worry that I might be oversharing or something. By the way, we've had, for those who are new here, hi, I'm Odyssey, and I have undergone some pretty rough parasocial situations. For those who don't know specifically, in 2021, I had a pretty nasty stalker situation. No, 2020, I think. Was it 2020 or 2021? I had a pretty nasty stalker situation. I had to get a restraining order against an ex-friend, like basically someone that got too parasocial. Understand that when I'm talking about this, it's not with you. I'm sorry, y'all. That would be very parasocial. I am here to provide entertainment. I'm sharing a little bit of my personal life, probably against my better judgment, because it's entertaining. But I am here mostly to stream, to make Eurobeat music, to jiggle physics, that kind of thing. I'm not seeking this with necessarily a fan. I would trust someone that I would consider a friend more than fan, you know? Like, I don't know. I've definitely been burned by the idea. There is such a thing as putting me on too high of a pedestal. And that's definitely happened before. How do I say? I am pro building castles in the sky. I am anti moving into them. If that makes sense. But I guess the idea of like, sorry, I want to establish that. I want to draw that boundary before we get too much further, because like, it can be fun to think about some of these things. Basically, gamer, yeah. Like, I want to draw that boundary because, like, this is fun for me to talk about. Hopefully, it's fun for you to hear me talk about too. But I also don't want it to be like, I have a chance with her, guys. I have a chance with her. I'm sorry. Chances are good it's not going to happen. It's fun to talk about, though. Yeah, no. A phrase that comes to mind for me in a very delightful way is hearing my significant other say, "You're my girl. You're my woman. You're mine." Because, like, there's some possessiveness in that. There's a little bit of objectification in it. But done right, it doesn't have to be this weird thing. It doesn't have to be some, like,
Yeah, you're an object. I'm gonna throw you in the closet when I'm done.
like, I'm here to be a person, not... I'm not gonna finish what I was gonna say about that. Like, I have inherent value. I have things that I do well and that make me a force to be reckoned with. But to trust someone enough to happily embrace that role, to effectively give myself to someone, that appeals to me quite a lot. I like that idea. I don't know. And it's not even like I was necessarily some big, strong person before. For those who don't know, by the way, I'm pretty open about this. For those who are not aware, I am transfemme. I came out here on Twitch on May 26th, 2021. And there's video of me performing before I came out and all that kind of thing. Like, there's footage of how I used to look and sound, etc. before all this. So, it's not something that I try to necessarily hide so much as I'd rather emphasize how I am now. But, I guess there are some things about how I grew up where some of these things are catered to by these phrases, by these sentiments, by these gestures. And that notion of trusting someone to the point where I can be not just vulnerable, but also to kind of surrender power willingly. To have power and to willingly put it aside. It's a big level of trust. And it's hard. Especially after the abuse that I went through from that stalker. Vulnerable, but also safe. Basically, yeah. Because, like, there are some things about me. Like, I presented myself fairly womanly to you, especially in recent years, where, you know, figuring out, am I more girly? Am I more womanly? Am I sophisticated? Am I a tomboy? Like, this, that, whatever. Figuring out, you know, learning about myself, it's taken a bit. And the things that I resonate with or not, you know. So, words are kind of failing me, sorry. And as much as I do very much appreciate this woman that I've become, this mature and sophisticated just lady that I've kind of blossomed into, not to say that I'm always ladylike, but to see that the ways that I am mature and sophisticated and womanly are great. But there's also a lot of ways where I've still got that girlish bit that I want to cherish and support and nourish. And there's some things about what I'm looking for in future relationships and romance and things like that very much speak to that. I think some of you might have even seen that. Like earlier when I was gushing about like hopping around the mall with several bags on my arm, and there's a little bit of that girly energy in there. Just like, look over here, look over here, look over there. I'm very happy about that. I embrace that weird split, you know? I don't know. There's something very fulfilling about having the sides of me embraced that are not just the strong sides. We all have ghosts in the closet, and some of them were not proud of others. Aw, Lola, hello. Also, Vera, you have been so very patient. You've been so very patient waiting for me, darling. Are you ready? Let me know when you're ready. Thank you for being patient. Allow me to deliver on my promise. After a quick sip. Vera? Arara? Iko da ne. Aw, what a cute reaction. Oh, wait. Thank you for your patience on that, by the way. I don't know, it's just like, when I imagine what I'm looking for, I mean, obviously some of this is fantasy. Thank you, Kanaraj. This is also one of those things where it's not just what I want from, you know, a future relationship. There's things that I realize that I should very much do for my partner, whoever I'm with. For instance, for those of us that grew up assigned masculine, I know that it's very important to have moments where, you know, you can rest with me. Where, you know, my thighs make a very good lap. A very good pillow. You know, rest your head there. Let me pet your head. Let me take care of you like that, you know? And just other little ways that I can nourish and cater to what generally tends to be neglected. I want to try a quick bite of cheese. Actually, we're a little over an hour and a half in. Is it all right if I take like a 5-10 minute break? We do also still have to do the wheel spins, so yeah, I will be right back. I'm gonna put on Words on Stream, and I think I might grab some almond milk, see if that'll help my voice a little bit. Here we. Y'all are really smart. Okay. I got a little glass of almond milk. World of difference. Oh. I think, okay. I'm not going to get into it, but I think in addition to my existing just voice stuff, I think I might have an issue of like, I don't know, just like physical processing for general, like my voice. Anyway, hi, I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay, do I like cow's milk? It's not that I dislike cow's milk. I'm on keto, and a lot of almond stuff is really good for you. Also like how almond milk lasts a little longer. I know me and dairy have an interesting relationship. I can have plenty of cheese, but for some reason, whenever I have milk, something tends to go, like, I don't think I'm allergic. I don't know, soy milk fan. So you would think that I'd be super into soy. Yeah. Plain unsweetened soy milk. I like vanilla almond milk. Oh, by the way, True Neptune CPU, thank you so much for the follow. Great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. And my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matar Kanavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. Your entire diet is dairy. Huh. I feel like there's an inevitable Milkers joke in there somewhere, but I don't know what it is, or like Milky's. I have tits. Anyway, soy grows here on like almond. I like the idea of local at least. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. But I find soy milk a little grassy. I do like the almond though. Yeah, I do find, I don't know. I can do regular milk, but I just don't have a lot of stuff with milk. Like, I could add a little bit to my eggs to kind of cream it up a little bit if I'm doing scrambled eggs. I don't have a lot of cereal anymore because, again, I'm on keto, or at least low carb. I don't much care for coconut milk. Something about it's a little off. Or rather, I'd rather cook with coconut milk. But almond milk, as just a beverage, there's the rub. Whether 'tis nobler to suffer in the mind, the arrows and slings of outrageous fortune. No, I'm sorry, I'm getting the thing wrong. Oh, thank you so much for the... I thought I saw head pads. Well, let's see. To sleep, perchance to dream, there's the rub. For what may give us cause to shuffle off our mortal coil must give us pause. I think that's what it is. Fancy hydrate, right, so, when in doubt, pinky out. Any beverage that you're sipping will become that much fancier. Cheers. No! I was quoting Shakespeare. Part of the line is, there's the rub, which is like, that's the ticket, that's the thing. No, we're not rubbing for... we're not rubbing for milk. Then again, if we keep letting things like this happen, maybe Cooksey and etc. will pop in. Okay, actually, on the subject of VTubing legends, I received a very surprising birthday wish the other day on Twitter. It was the legend none other than the YouTuber Eating Mike Tyson's Ass. You did not hear me incorrectly. The one, the only, the legend, Eating Mike Tyson's Ass. Who rose to fame by visiting various HoloLive streamers. Yeah, oh no! So I'll show you sort of what I'm on about and why it's a big deal. So, EMTA is a YouTuber who is known for visiting a lot of the early HoloLive JP streamers' streams and making donations, so they would read his name and it'd be a little goofy, silly. Let's see. So I'll kind of pull up the big prototypical one. That's not it. Yeah, Corone. That's not it. Here's the user. All right, so I'm going with the user's own uploads. Okay, yeah, this is the one. So here's the clip. Let me pull it up here. Layer 2, we're gonna do a window, we're gonna do... It's not letting me see it. Okay. Here we go. Here's the clip.
Eating Mike Tyson's ass.
Eating Mike Tyson's ass. Oh no! また読んじゃった。マイク・タイソンのお尻を食べる。No! No, no, no eating, no eating. Sorry. No.
And over time, this user kept popping into streams and kind of became like a figure in Corona's community to where, like, it's not out of any kind of ill will to, like, get Corona in trouble or any of the other VTubers that, the Tyson visits. Like, there's footage of Numi saying the name and Lily saying the name and Scarla, Kason, Zen, all kinds of folks. No worries, Simon. Thank you so much for popping in. Like, it just so happens that the most popular ones are, you know, Corone and Luna and, oh my goodness, Coco. Almost says even Okayu and Pecora, right? So, like, that is quite a name. And that's the thing. It's just goofy. And it's well intended, and like the donos are real. Like, I don't know. Eating Mike Tyson's EMTA is a cool enough figure in the scene to where, like, some recognition from the absolute unit himself was pretty darn cool. Who knows? Someday we may soon be visited by EMTA. I mean, I said it earlier today. It's
Eating Mike Tyson's ass.
And someday we may even await the return of
Eating Mike Tyson's ass.
to the stream someday. Who knows? Anything could happen. Oh no! Callie, hello! Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, wait, is music playing or did it freeze? Hi. Hello? Oh, I paused it. Right. But yeah, no, I am for some reason reminded of when Filian said frick you to Camilla and went to the bathroom and Camille absolutely got her back by raising her while she was, oh no. Parvam Ursi, thank you so much for the follow and stream. It is great to have you here. I thought you followed earlier. No worries. Please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge. Sorry, that's a follow. I was doing the sub thing. I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you. Also, okay, on the subject of Camila, I started watching her streams a little bit more lately. And I even threw her a sub. I try not to subscribe to too many things anymore because, like, even on Twitch, when there's streamers that I really, really like or love even, I'm trying to be careful because it's like, that's $6 a month, and oh, thanks so much for that, Bats. And that can add up after a while. And there was a time when I had like 10, 15 subs, so that's well over $50 a month. That was before things went up to $6. So, I try to be careful about where I do my subscribing. But Camila is really fascinating. Like with just her sense of humor and the way she streams. No problem, I'm lurking at work, but I'll check out the rest of your... No worries, thank you so much for popping in. If you like Eurobeat music, Parvam Ursi, I recommend some of the work that I've done for the Initial D arcade game series, or some of the earlier episodes of the anime and earlier arcade games. Or if you like VTubers, Night Cover with Matara Khan, Racing Line with Ashton Martin. There was a track that I did with Chibidoki for one of her earlier debuts. I called it Star Ride, but I'm not sure what she calls it. Camilla's a gremlin, one of the funniest around. Yeah, and actually got to very briefly hang out with her at the Little V Shoujo party after the events in Vegas last year. And she was sweet. She's I don't remember too horribly much. I think I was still very socially awkward at the time. But she's really sweet in person. Yeah, she was cool. Very welcoming to the little fire pit. Well, another quick sip of almond milk. Have you seen the clip of her tasing Fillion when Phil went to the bathroom? No. Camilla does speak English. Yeah, very much so. But I don't see why she wouldn't. Are you meaning if it's her first language? I don't know. Plenty of people speak, like, I don't know. I try not to assume, like, if folks are speaking it fluently, then it's just like, okay, you know. A lot of people that I know that I, like, grew up with barely speak English fluently, you know? Like, there's dialects and there's, like, side things and stuff that's technically not accurate, whatever, like, I don't know. Yeah. You answering my question, my stream hiccuped in the oh no, what was the question again? I'm sorry. Don't answer if it's a touchy subject. Why are some of your names Jessa and Kendra? So Jessa is my actual now legal paperwork name. Kendra, so there's the Eurobeat artist name Ken Blast, right? Which was on, you know, Initial D in Super Eurobeat. When the Sun Goes Down, The Top, New Horizon. Ken is just short for Kendra. I snuck that in ever since the start. But yeah, no, so Kendra is just one. So Eurobeat artists collect a lot of names. Have you seen the clip of Camila tasing Fillion? I have not. I do know that someone set off the shock collar on Cotton when she was in the bathroom. I think it was the stream when she was doing Operation. Yeah. I feel like I've snuck in references to me being a girl before I realized it. Or before I embraced it. There's a few songs that people be like, hey, did you write this realizing that you, like, was this a hint that you were trans? I'm like, I didn't write that about my being trans. I read the lyrics. I wrote that about being trans. It's just like, looking back, there's a lot of stuff that even now sets off my own radar. It's just like, okay, that was the thing. How do we get into this? But yeah, no, yeah, I quite like Camilla's streams. I don't know, she's cool. Actually, what's it? Another one that I saw recently was her watching the animation of her, Annie, and Beetle in the rabbit hole animation that someone made. Very cute animation too. I don't know. It's nice. Okay, being a VTuber and watching other VTubers. You know, I've talked about how it's hard for me to like reach out to some of them. I think it kind of touches on why. Like, I am so used to watching VTubers as if they are a separate entity, a separate unit. And then, like, in the few moments where I've had the opportunity to like interact or do a project or, you know, God bid it so, meet someone. Would you like to see the clip of Camille tasing Fillion? I appreciate that. Maybe just in the VTubers channel on the Discord. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it now, but that might be fun for after stream. But I digress. Trying to reach out to do anything with another person is incredibly hard for me because I know there's one person I want to do something with, but courage not what I have. Yeah. I don't know. I guess for me, I have this weird fear where when I see one of my favorite VTubers streaming, you know, doing their stuff, being all cool and such. Like, if I have a project with them, no problem. I can get the logistics down. I could ask for permissions or signatures or, you know, please review. I can do that, no problem. Getting me to, like, it's not even that I don't want to be friends. I certainly do. I am so scared of, like, wasting someone's time or intruding or just, like, it feels like I need to have value. You know what it is? It's those stupid videos that I watched about, like, interacting in the producer space, where it's like, okay, so like Cymatics had its whole like Academy.fm thing, right? And it had some classes on marketing. And some of it was about networking. And yes, do I know Soar? I'm familiar with Soar, yeah. Soar is the vocalist and they do like a bunch of Eurobeat covers and such, yeah? Yeah, Soar's awesome. We love Soar. You Faith Row. Is that Faith in the middle of Euro? Very clever. And thank you, Varisk. I don't bust out the gothicy model as often as I should. I thought that since we were shifting over, since I've had my birthday and now I can properly be eager for fall, you know, new things. But I guess like in the producer sphere, you provide value. If you're interacting with another producer, chances are good you're just working together. You might click as friends, or you might click as colleagues. The boundary is slightly firmer. In the VTuber space, I'm not always sure if there's a kayfabe, and if so, if I'm interacting with that, if I'm being respectful, if I'm irritating the absolute hell out of someone or not. Not that I think my behavior is inherently irritating, but like, I don't know. I would love to be friends with more people, more VTubers, more streamers, more producers, etc. But it feels like, one, I know so many people that I'm bad at keeping up the relationships I already have. And two, I don't want to like put someone off or do something wrong or, you know, behave as if what I've seen from them is inherently them. Unless I know for sure. Like, okay. For example, this is hypothetical. This is not real. Do not take this as any kind of gospel. If I prank called Numi and made a reference to kissing plums or walls, etc., see, that would fall in context. That's fine. That's an on-stream interaction, and we're dealing with each other's kayfabes. But if I was to make that kind of reference in like a private DM in terms of like working together on something, God, please make it so. Wouldn't that be amazing? But like, that might not be as appropriate. Right? I'm incredibly nervous around new people because I usually don't want to come off too eager or not interested at all, so it comes off as being incredibly nervous. Gamer, I get you so much. When I'm too nervous to be around people, I'll resort to being too businessy. They're like, yes, it appears that we must establish a connection in order to do this. Even at my choreography classes. Not to say that I get business-like, but I'm kind of proud of this, actually. Like, one of the times that I went, there's no classes this week, by the way. One of the times that I went, I was in a group of, you know, some other beginner dancers, and some of them, it was their first time that day. And they were kind of talking about, like, you know, I don't really know the dance, you know, there's no way I could do it. And somewhere in the back of my head, something clicked. Hello, AJ. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. And my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Konavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. In the back of my head, something clicked that was like, there is no way they get to be the most nervous people in this room. I would not want them to feel the way that I felt. I'm going to cheer them on. And we split into groups, and we're all in a group. It's like, oh, I don't even remember this part. I'm like, oh, it's you know, it's this, you know, step to the side, arms go here. I am not gonna let that message through, Riz Goku. How do you escape that particular tickler? I don't know. I'm not sure how to help you there. I'm sorry. But, see, I work in a completely different sphere, but I've still have been at conferences and thought if I go up to this person and talk to them, what value, interest them, and bring them, bingo! Honestly, that, like, if I can be helpful to someone, like this group of people that I was in class with, somewhere in my head, I realized that I needed to be assertive. I needed to be like, we're going to do great. We got this, kind of cheering everyone on. It's like, screw it, we're all new here, let's have some fun. Which I was scared to death of doing. Every day that I go to these choreography classes, I'm scared, like, do I stand out? Am I wearing enough? Am I wearing too much? Am I wearing too much makeup? Am I wearing not enough makeup? Am I somehow wearing both too much to look weird and then not enough to actually pass? And like, all that stuff. I'm petrified every single time. But it's coming to a point where I can navigate that. And people are kind of getting used to me to a point where it's like, okay, there she is. Like, I doubt that I'm the first or only trans person they've ever seen, you know? So in that regard, I worry about having value. But I'm starting to get past that. But in the spheres that I'm in, because here's the thing, if it was strictly professional, then I could just get that done and call it done. Quite a few of the folks that I have worked with or am working with, I want to be friends with too. And that's the crappy thing. Because, like, I would love to be better friends with Redacted or Redacted. I would love to be closer with, I'd love to hang out more with Chibi or Matara or anyone that I've got projects with. But I have no idea how to actually cross that bridge. And I kind of understand why some streamers will only do collabs. It's not that they only want content. It's that where else are they going to interact with someone? You know, that is their interaction. That is their introduction. Quick sip. It's a little bit of a reason why I'm fairly straightforward with you all here. For those who don't know, my character model, whatever, is not some space robot ninjate from the future. I'm not a bunny. I have a bunny girl outfit, but that's more like Playboy bunny than, actual Pyeong. My character is just based on me from, like, a picture that I took of myself on New Year's Eve a couple years ago. Or in this case, this one's based on an outfit that I wore on stage once, with some modifications. I try to be myself with you. Obviously, there's some things that I can't share. It's like, my cup size is this, and my waist size is that. But, there are some things that I can share. So it's like, I do try to be, I guess, it's not that people don't get starstruck with me so much as like, I'm a pale bitch that makes Nightcore Italo Disco for a living. That's all there really is to it. A long while back, I discovered that I just never get starstruck, so my interactions with people whose work I like tend to be rather casual. I just want people to be comfortable around me. See, here's the weird thing. And if this is a weird way for me to put it, I'm gonna scooch my camera real quick. If this is a weird way for me to put it, please let me know. For those who don't know, how many of you are familiar with the alias Eurobeat Brony? Based on, around the song Discord that the Living Tombstone remixed. For those who don't know, that remix is based on an original song by Eurobeat Brony, which, hi, that would be me. So, I have had a certain amount of fame. Aaron, come on now. So I've had people fangirl. I've had people fanboy. I've had people react that way. So I know on some level what it's like to be on the receiving end. It's like, I just do this thing and I've managed to be successful at it. I'm still a person. I still have, allergies and those days when I have worrying poops and days when my car doesn't work and days when I'm doing stuff where I'm not some, fancy star. And yet, for some reason, you know what it is? I think it's because I found VTubers during the lockdown. Nah, thank you, Cobalt. I think it's because I found VTubers during the lockdown, and there is a parasocial unit. It's part of why I try to talk about it, not always just in like a negative light. Like, I remember really liking the maternal vibes of the late Nina Kosaka. That really resonated with me, not just in terms of like what I like to watch, but to the point where it kind of affected how I stream. Like, the streamer that I want to be to you was shaped, at least partially, by Nina Kosaka, and now by Matara Khan for entirely unrelated reasons, if a lawyer asks. So like, there is some amount of like, hey, you entertained me during a rough time. Or like, hey, you help me keep a smile on my face when things are rough. So there is that slight edge of parasocial-ism in there, but I don't know. I think it's why when it comes to working on a project, no problem. If I was to start another project with, say, Matara Khan, be like, hey, Matara, you know, there's this new project that I'm working on. You know, I think you'd be a great fit. Please let me know. We can bring in your team on it. I can bring in my manager, and we can figure things out. No problem. Some of you might also remember how much nerve I had to work up to do a prank call on her. Same thing with Cottontail. So it's like interacting on some kind of professional level. Take care of Mood. Thank you so much for coming. On a professional level, no problem. Interacting as a friend, I am so scared. I wonder if on some level, I did indeed. During the Audithon, the wheel spin, actually, we do need to do the wheel spins, don't we? I could barely bring myself to prank call Avenil. So that was less of a thing about like being worried to call Avenil so much as like just the logistics. I do try to be respectful with my prank calls, by the way. Like, I would rather spill that it's a bit ahead of time than scare someone. Are you talking about that prank call that you did to that one VTuber I forget her name, don't remember, just remember this person with 2 bunny ears. Cottontail VA. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that one. And that's the thing. For all I know, like, I will also be, a little bit real. Some of the stuff that I have seen in the VTuber space does scare me. And not just in a sense of like, oh no, what if I come across as awkward? I can't sit here and pretend that everyone in the space is well-intended. I've managed to avoid a lot of drama. I've managed to avoid some pretty rough stuff. I just want to, like, at the core of things, I just want to make Eurobeat peacefully and stream from time to time. And sadly, it is a truth of the VTubing space that if I do not conduct myself carefully, I could very well find myself in a conundrum. That's not to say that the other people that I interact with are, you know, I'm constantly wary. I'm constantly like, oh, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? Oh. I conduct myself as best I can with the hopes that that if something does bubble up, that we can sort things out properly and like adults. But in a scene where there's a lot of stars that gained their stardom very early, some folks basically later years of high school just coming out of it, it's it has reflected to some extent on the maturity level of the space. It's not to say that everyone is some like awful person, some, you know, something like that. More just, I do try to be careful. I hate drama so much. I just can't bring myself to get into it. It's not going to stop me from being kind to someone. It's not going to stop me from, drawing healthy boundaries. But I'm trying to be careful. I think most of the folks that I admire and look up to, I don't think there's too much circulating with them. I think I've done a pretty good job of the company that I keep around me. But as someone who has managed to not... No, actually, I have not had interactions with Evil Toaster. Also, hello, Big Ty. No, this is just... I was talking a little bit about, like, my working with other VTubers as a professional and my interacting with other VTubers as, like, potential friend kind of thing. And kind of touching on that sort of slightly, I wouldn't say unspoken, but that sort of quiet part. I don't know. I wanna, it's like, I like to be well received, or at least, like, if someone's got an issue with me, that we deal with it privately or just coexist peacefully. I'm too old for drama. And I mean, any scene that's going to have people is obviously going to have its issues, right? Yeah, I'm not... Okay, so there was music playing. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into the drama of any sort. Just, like, I try to be good to those around me. I try to make sure that my behavior is generally past reproach. Or, if I do something wrong, that someone can let me know. It's like, oh, crap, I am so sorry. Let me take care of that. Or like, oh, hey, I went ahead and fixed that. I am so sorry. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, that's some of what goes into, like, why I am scared of, I don't know, it's not that I'm scared of making friends so much as, like, why it's hard for me to reach out to VTubers that I admire for, like, friendship. I'll even go so far as to say there's an upcoming thing where I needed to get cleared permissions for a lot of the stuff that I plan to play at an upcoming gig. I reached out to Numi saying, like, hey, is it cool if I play these remixes that I have of your work? And, it went over smoothly. Can do. Easy. No problem. Excuse me, I have an issue with you. Why do you have to be so freaking cute and lovely? I have to set an example for my kittens, of course. Why do you ask? Honestly, fame can be a hell of a drug. I'm kind of impressed with 3 particular young Minecrafters who all became overwhelmingly famous so young, and they've matured into great young men. Yeah. I feel like, I guess something on some level, there's some part of me, I wonder if it's not a fear of fame, so much as like a rejection to embrace it. Like, there's still somewhere in my head that armor on my shoulders, the well-intended, this Eurobeat thing isn't gonna go anywhere. Like, I still have that notion of, oh, I haven't made it. This is gonna pop any second now. Because I don't want it to get to my head. I don't want to feel like, oh, yes, I'm Eurobeat Brownie. I made the song that someone else remixed better. Gaze upon my visage. Oh! I don't want to do that. Because that hurts my voice. But like, I don't know. G-A-Z-E, although, gaze? Yes. Also, hi, Shannon. Hello, darling. And hello, non-PS5 user. But can we still gaze upon your visit? Of course, darling. Drink it in as you like. Thank you for that, Bats. But yeah, no, like, it's one of those things where, I'm just trying to do good. Like, I kind of managed this fairly well in the Brony days. Yeah, I should do a drink. It looks like 1 hydrate and 1 fancy hydrate. So, regular hydrate. And of course, when in doubt, pinky out. Cheers. You're so fried, what is happening? I forgot. Oh, right. I guess just like trying to make friends and interactions in the VTuber sphere versus the Eurobeat sphere versus the, the old Brony sphere, just places like that. Could go for a strawberry flavored beverage right about now, TBH, honestly. Honestly based. Excellent choice. It's my bedtime, but audio. Zoe, thank you. I accept your head pats. Lore behind fancy hydrate, why pinky out? Well, of course, it's simple. The fanciest way to drink anything is with your pinky out. As we learned from the great Patrick Starr.
When in doubt, pinky out.
And so we learned the best way to approach any beverage-based situation with class and dignity. Cheers. What were we on about? Right.
Firmly grasp it.
My favorites are ATM machine and PIN number. The funny numbers on the back of the card. Ooh, I wonder if I can do like Tappy's ASMR. Wait, it didn't work as well. I gotta hold it from the bottom of it. Sorry. I think I might be dopamine deprived. Are you a voice actor? Because that. Oh, thank you. I am not a voice actress, but I do like to do voices from time to time. If my voice wasn't in the current state, I'd be able to demonstrate the difference between the Jim Henson Kermit the Frog and the more modern Steve Whitmire approach. I just like to have fun. We just like to have fun here, you guys. That's just what we do. Don't literally keep your nose clean. Yeah. Speaking of numbers, am I the only one who has their favorite Pokemon's national dex number memorized? I don't even remember like the first 151, to be honest. PETA, the horse is here. I can't do the Lois Griffin voice, sorry. Very sadly. I wish I could. There are a few voices that I can't. My voice has been in a weird, like, I've been fighting to get it back by keto diet and exercise and things like that. Either strawberry milk or banana milk. I have not seen a lot of banana milk. I've seen strawberry milk, like, they have the strawberry, like, Nesquik stuff in a few places. But, I don't know, I haven't seen that for banana. So I should be, I can. PETA, the horse is here. There's an actual episode of Family Guy that pushes Lois's voice to the max. Oh, it's the one where she screams, right? Like, Peter's in some kind of daze, and she runs up. Yeah. The voice talent behind Family Guy is pretty darn good. Yes. Yeah, I remember those. Pikachu 25, Raichu 26. I used to be able to recite all 151. We've covered a lot of subjects today. How y'all doing, by the way? Actually, chat, I wanted to double check on something. I don't know. There's still I guess somewhere in the back of my head, I worry about, like, earlier when I was going on a bunch about, oh my gosh, my trip to the mall where I just bought myself nice stuff. And I was running around with bags in my arms, and I went to the Cheesecake Factory, and, like, I was just checking out these cute bras. I appreciate y'all rolling with me with that, because, like, I know that it's not everyone's thing, but, okay, on the same token, I know that, Courage Ollie had that stream where it was like girls talk. And I also recognize that quite a few of the folks in chat are not, like, don't necessarily identify as feminine. Are y'all still interested in that kind of thing? Every once in a while I've thought about doing a stream where it's just like, oh my gosh, girls night! I don't know. Like, could be a thing. Hell, could be what cracks some of your eggs. Metaphorically, of course. I'm not here to actually damage huevos. I like hearing people talk about things that make them happy. As not a girl, I enjoy girls talk because I get to know about girls. Would be well up for that. See? Simple. Okay. Good to know. I will think about it. if you like girls and you want to hear girls you like talk about things they like, surely. Sometimes, yeah. How do I say? Because think about it, like plenty of VTubers are girls, but their audiences may not be interested in the same things. It may very well pop me into a femme day even if I wasn't in one, and that's kind of actually something that I want to be wary of. Because like if you were enjoying vibing mask, and then you come in and it's just like pink and frills and lace, it's like you're walking into the inside of a bra. I don't necessarily want to throw off your vibe, you know. If you don't like girls, then you're probably into shopping sprees at the mall anyway, if you know what I'm getting. I don't know. I liked girls so much that I ended up becoming one. Like, okay. Obviously, that's a quick joke. I've been one from the start. It's just like, you know, so that explains why I liked us so much. I don't know. One of those things that I wanted to double check. Girl, you do you. We are here to watch you and the shenanigans you get up to. I like your attitude. I like that. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, chat, that reminds me, tomorrow I might be a little late because I have a hair appointment. Screw your vibe. I don't get to acknowledge my femininity enough. Half the time I don't even realize a femme day unless something forces me to. Okay, here's the thing. And this might be something for folks that may not, you know, vibe in one direction or another. Girls have moments of like feeling more and less feminine too. There's been days like I'm not wearing makeup today. I mean, I am wearing pants, which is extremely rare for me. I tend to wear some sort of skirt or dress, like, yes, every day, except for like when I'm going out to choreography, in which case I'll wear like shorts or sweats. Like not every day. Like I say this as one of the most feminine girls that I know. Like I could talk at you for hours about getting my nails done and how excited I am to get my hair done tomorrow. And the trip that I had at Victoria's Secret yesterday, pencil dress, alas, I don't think I have the hips to rock a pencil dress these days. I was doing bodycon dresses before I had even come out, and like, I miss when I was when I had that build. Depositing a check at the bank or doing your taxes feels better and your most comfortable identity is better regardless. Bingo. Bingo, bingo. Although I will say, I tend to do so much better when I take the time every morning to do my makeup, to choose an outfit that I think represents me well. If I start with it, if I assert it ahead of time, I tend to be a lot happier. In my case, putting in the work to express my femininity inherently. Like, if I put in the work to express it. Husker Dog 76, thank you so much for the follow and the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Yerby, and my music has been featured in Super Yerby, Initial D, DDR, Machar, Konabi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. Going to the store. Here's the thing. I regret most of the times that I haven't just walked to the store. I'm not getting into my location, but I live in such a place where I can walk to a grocery store, and the prices are great. It is always a better price than when I order the groceries delivered by Amazon. It is always a better price. Oh, thank you, Husker. Welcome in. I make Yerby music. We have conversations like this. We do all kinds of stuff. I think these Just Chatting streams might be one of my favorites and one of the ones that most people come around for. So like, for me, when I put myself together, when I take a little time in the morning to wash my face and clean it up and do my skincare routine and do my makeup, even just a little bit, even just like a little bit of concealer and a little bit of eyeliner and a little bit of mascara, maybe some lippy, just that much makes me feel that much happier to go out and do stuff. And then I'm glad that I walked. I'm glad that I enjoyed the sunlight. I'm glad that I felt presentable. Now, mind you, I still have a bit of a complex about being seen without makeup. I still have, you know, some issues to sort about that. You're back, but still very sore. I'm sorry to hear that, Timber. So Like, I've always found that it's worth it, and yet I still have to convince myself every day, yep, you gotta put in the time. It's like, I don't want to. That's effort. Yes, but you're always so much happier when you do it. Well, yeah, but like, come on, just give it a try. And there's some days where, see, I'm only found like maybe 15% of the time, 1 or 2 days a week at the absolute most, and that can be pushing it. So I'm kind of bad at noticing it. I appreciate if I'm forced to notice it because it helps me get better at catching it casually. So respectfully, screw your vibe, make you confront it. Cobalt, you do not have to answer, and if it's too much, then please, please, please let me know, and I will drop it immediately. Do you find that there might be value in asserting a vibe ahead of time? That's kind of how it is for me. Like, in my case, I have to kind of push myself ahead of time. It's like, look, girl, we all know how much happier you are. Dress on, makeup on, do that. Because, like, I can still go through the day. I can still do all the stuff that I got to do. I can go out and check my mail and, clean up around the house and do that kind of thing in whatever. But I'm always happier when I do it put together, in a dress, makeup all done. You know, just like all the stuff that it takes for me to present myself to myself and to the world as my best self, as, in my case, a very feminine woman. In my case, I have to start with it. Instead of waiting for a certain feeling to come through, I've found that there's value for me, in my specific case, to choose it ahead of time, to act on it first. If you're looking to catch it or, confront it in your own words, I wonder if there might be value in asserting it first. Like, today I will vibe femme. And then you do whatever it is that helps you feel femme. Hydrate. Actually, if I may step away for a second. Actually, I think I need to do another little. Can I take like another 5 minutes real quick? I'm so sorry. I need to refill my glass and also empty something else. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. BRB. I'm back. Okay, let me stop the game. Yeah. Okay. I'm back. Did you miss me? Thank you. Sorry for the wait. What were we on about? Also, Husker Dog. Did I already thank you for the follow? If not, then thank you for the follow. Great to have you here. And the hydrate, right? Cheers. Restocked on almond milk. So with regards to starting the day with a femme vibe, I've actually tried to do something along that line. It's just difficult for me as I own nothing that helps with that vibe. Never been able to justify it monetarily as I've needed to stay practical. So it's really hard to try and set the tone on a whim by myself. That is totally fair. So summing up for NB. Thank you so much for the follow and stream. It is great to have you here. May I call you Sum or should I call you NB? It's great to have you. I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. My music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matar, Konovi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. I think I need to shorten that pretty soon. So it's a little tricky, isn't it? I feel like it might help to have things Summit. Then I will call you Summit. Thank you for letting me know. I will add a note with your name. There we go. And Mothbro187, thank you so much for the follow and stream. It is great to have you here. I think you heard me give the spiel to Summit earlier, so thank you so much for the follow. So Cobalt, right. I think in this case it might help to find some ways to add other sources of affirmation. Maybe a cute phone background, maybe a little Pinterest board to which only you have access, or maybe just other subtle ways that allow you to feel that vibe in a way where it doesn't jut out from the practicality that you've got built up, you know? How do I say? I remember an early try taking a bath that helped me when I was trying to become more actually, that was kind of the thing for me too. Like that was a way that allowed me to well, I use it to shave my legs too, like back in the day. But it can also help, yeah, if you get a bath with a really nice bath bomb and some candles and like a nice scent. That could be one way to vibe very femme. If you can't get away with that, it's less to say that any one of these things is necessarily going to do it, so much as there's ways to inject that a little bit into your day if you look for it. You don't fit in the. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What else, what could be done then? I think things like sneaking it into your phone or like your computer background, or just having audio running in your headphones or something that affirms you. Just little things like that, I think, can make a big difference. I think, yeah, just this little source of affirmations. My bathtub was made for tiny people. My little sister barely fits. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so maybe not the tub, but there are little ways to go about it. I know that, okay, you don't have to do this if you're not comfortable, and this is not necessarily an exact science of how to go about it, and if it's not comfortable, don't do it. This is one of those times where I've seen the recommendation people make of sneak some panties or something underneath your boxers or whatever, because that way only you get the sense of what you're wearing. If something else happens, then most folks are just going to see the boxers. Because then it's just up to you. And again, it may not be practical, it may be difficult. If people check into your stuff or get in your drawers, obviously that's not going to go. But there's little ways to sneak femininity in if you want it. Just ways to spend time reaffirming that side of yourself, you know? Not gonna lie, ironically, this kind of ties into one of the Audithon rewards. I still have to do the voice pack, right? Hello, Tangent. It's good to see you. So in addition to probably the regular voice pack, the introductory pack, where it's like an alarm, some sort of startup sound, things like that. there's a like audio, there's those like audios of like affirmations and like hypnoses where it affirms that kind of thing. When I wasn't really able to really show femininity or even have it even subtly, I would actually stand femininely, incorporate that into everyday stuff so people would just think that's normally how I would stand. That's one way to go about it. I mean, my favorite Monster Hunter monster is a pink bubble fox, Solomao. That's one way, but here's the thing. It takes mindful and conscious, mindful, very cutesy, very demure. It takes conscious awareness of it, I think. I'm making whole wheat bread. Ooh, that sounds really good. Gosh, I wish that I could have bread sometimes. I like keto and what it does for me. I miss bread. I miss noodles. I miss cereal. Not so much that I'm gonna give up, but like, I look forward to coming back to those things. So I'm also eating walnuts. So I think that's my recommendation. Find little ways to sneak it in. Hell, maybe you order a set of socks that's got a cute little print on them. It doesn't even have to be obvious. Get a flavored chapstick that vibes slightly femme, you know? For those who are new here, this is probably not what you're used to. Actually, how many of you are completely new here? We've had a lot of new followers. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. So if we haven't met before, I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat music. I perform it live. I have worked with some pretty big names in the VTuber sphere and in the Brony sphere and even in rhythm games. Here on Twitch, I produce Eurobeat music. We'll play games. I even dance Pada Pada, which is a dance that's done to Eurobeat, and I'll do these little hangouts. And I am also a trans woman, and a lot of people have been trusting me with their questions and comments and things that they're working on or exploring with themselves. And while I'm not necessarily an expert, I'm honored to hear about it. And you know, the subject can go in that direction as well. We've talked about all kinds of stuff though too. So it's not you know, exclusively gender, trademark, copyright registered. Some restrictions apply. See source for details. Side effects may include stuff like that. It bubbles up from time to time, and I'm honored when people have questions about it. Before I forget, by the way, I have a few spins of the wheel to do, don't I? I think now might be a good time for that. Let's see. I think it was like 50 something, right? Oh my. Okay. But yeah, no, that's a very general introduction. I've been making Eurobeat music for 20 years now. I've been streaming for about 8 and VTubing for about 3. Is it Redaigo? Thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat. I should shorten this. Has been featured in rhythm games, arcade games, with several VTubers, and much, much more. Great to have you here. I'm interested in y'all talk because it's something I never thought about before, and cool to see how trans people go about life. All right, on. Excited to see you at my con in September. Wait, TwitchCon or MagWest? I am doing at least 2 conventions in September. Ooh. MagWest. All right, on. Yeah, I have a lot of history with MagWest. I remember some of the first years I started popping in. I was the goofy kid with the Eurobeat that would bring in my own setup on the last day and just spin a bunch of Eurobeat. I found my first managers at MagWest and even performed with Tiny Waves one of the years, and it's an honor to be back, honestly. Yeah, I'm excited for MagWest as well. I've got all kinds of plans for it. It's gonna be big. I don't think I've done a performance quite like it. You're the console's co-head. I've been seeing you for a while. I am hyped now because this year I'm working with Pyco for the VTube. No kidding. I saw that they're really stepping up the VTuber stuff this year, and that is so awesome. My own set will probably be IRL because, well, that's how I perform best. But, gosh, I really wish that I had a panel, like, ready enough to submit it in time. It'd be fun to do some VTuber-y stuff. VTuber? I hardly know her. These talks are fascinating to me because I'm very foreign to the whole trans community and gives me the opportunity to learn. I should indicate, by the way, I am not a monolith. There is a lot that I do that is not inherently true of other trans femmes. I am very open about my past, but others may not. Some might talk about their histories and others may want nothing to do with the way things used to be. Some may have some connection to, something, and others might not want to talk about it at all. Please do not take my behavior as a standard. Been trying our best. I mean, draft one up, and next time I can tell Gene and the others 2025 years is the year of the beat. Your beat. I like that. Let's make it happen. Hell, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to, for me to run things by, like, some of the folks that I know. Be cool to get some names there. You're not the trans messiah, get it? Exactly. Like, I think I'm just, I don't know, by whatever will of life, I have been surprisingly well received, and I appreciate that. I think I'm just happy. Oh yeah, and I suppose that's another thing. I have been privy to a lot of privilege. In this case, I have parents that have still accepted me after I came out. I have support in places and directions that not everyone gets to have after coming out, kind of thing. So my experience is not completely reflective or indicative of the community at large. I just want to make sure that I am responsible with the things that I say. Quick sip. Hello, Ozzy. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. We know you're not a monolith. You're not obelisk shaped. Would you still love me if I was an obelisk? Yeah. So we're getting close to the last few minutes. Wow. There's only 15 minutes left to stream. I turn things over to you. What's on your minds? What's on your hearts? I would love to hear it. And at this point, by the way, one of these days in the near future, I might replace one of my existing streams with Girls Night, where we get to hang out and just have girls talk. Just based on last week, on that discussion from earlier. Wheel spins. Thank you. So it looks like 5 wheel spins. Thank you so much for reminding me. Okay. Wheel time. Are we gonna get in a pillow fight? I'll think about it. Maybe all the throws will be pillows. All right, so 5 spins, yeah? Here we go. Fix it. No. Oh, thank goodness. I am on the side of Girls Night, please. I'll keep that in mind. Welcome back, Ginger Bottle. Fancy hydrate, right? So, when in doubt, pinky out. Any beverage that you have at that point will simply be that much fancier. Cheers. I have finished my almond milk. All right, ASMR for 2 minutes. Oh, hell. That's not too bad. Whew. Okay. So, Pyeon. Okay, are you familiar with meow versus nya? So, in Japan, the onomatopoeia for a cat making noise is not meow, but nya. Whereas here in the States, when a bunny hops, we call it a hop. hop, hop, hop. In Japan, it's pion, pion, pion. Yeah. Congratulations, Ginger Bottle. That's awesome. The film is unmodified, except that in the second to last scene where the psychedelic-like Zero plays. I see, I see. 30-minute walk, my goodness. All right, so we have ASMR for 4 minutes, Pion for 2 minutes, and Ara Ara, and then I'm gonna draw a character of your choice in 2 minutes. So I feel like I should draw first, and then we can do the voice redeems. Sound good? I think I still have MS Paint open somewhere. I do not. I thought I did. I was wrong. All right, chat. I need a suggestion for a character that I will draw from memory. Draw Discord. Oh, geez. Sanic. Miku. Edward Elric. Freddy Fazbear. See, these will be kind of complicated to draw in 2 minutes. The wolf guy from ZZ. I've drawn the wolf guy from ZZ. Pepsi Man. Ryuta Ippongi. Mega Man. I could probably draw Mega Man. I don't know much about Mega Man, but that'll probably make things that much funnier. All right. Let me see if I can draw Mega Man from memory. Kerbo. I mean, it has to be in 2 minutes. You know what? That's the easy one. I'm going to take that. Yeah. If I have the chance to do the easy one, then I'm going to do that. All right. MS Paint is open. Let me get a timer for 2 minutes. Where is my phone? Where is my phone? Oh, there it is. Okay. Don't fret, Mega Man comes out on this day. All right. So I'm gonna get a timer. Where's my timers? Is it really 89 degrees outside? My goodness. I've apparently inadvertently skipped a hot day. Timers, right. So 2 minutes to draw Mega Man starts now. All right, so we got blue. And, okay, so it's got like the blue helmet. And it's filled with like a light blue. But it's got like a stripe of the dark blue. Mechanics of the 5, thank you very much. I will do another spin momentarily. All right, and then it's got the little thing on the side. And, okay. And then it's like that, and then, okay, here. And then it's like, okay. There. And then, it's got like the, oops. I'm gonna do like, I'm kind of drawing him based on his sprite now that I think about it. And then, got the belt right here. And then one of these is Buster, like the Mega Buster, right? At least one of them is. Does he have like a belt buckle? I think he does. And then, okay, and then he's got the legs. I don't have too much time left, so I need to start using the fill bucket. There. I think he's got yellow on there, right? And then does he have like a little line down the middle? I think so. Yeah, that looks better. Little soles on his shoes. He's got the little mouth too, just like. I'll think of the head pads. All right. You have like a little thing on the front as well. like a circle there. Yeah, that looks more like it. Okay. All right, and it's not showing me the timer anymore. Oh, timer's up. Okay, so this is my Mega Man. Let me take a look at Mega Man sprite. Okay, so I inverted some of the colors on accident. Okay, well, let me drag it in. So yeah, it looks like this was supposed to be the dark, and this was supposed to be the light stuff. And it also looks, right, I forgot that he's like wearing a thing of blue briefs. Mega Man. Alright, so I did an inverted Mega Man. Alright, I'll save it. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, and then I have a few minutes of ASMR mode and then some Pyon Pyons to do, right? Let me take a look. Did the character 4 minutes of ASMR, 2 minutes of Pyon, and 1 Ara Ara. Alright, so I'm gonna get so I'm gonna start the 4 minutes of ASMR mode, 2 of which will be with Pyon, and I'll do the Ara Ara somewhere in there, alright? If that's the case, then let's begin. 4 minutes begins right now. Right now, Pyon. Gave us more Mega Man content this year than Capcom, Pyon. Is that right, Pyon? Actually, it feels a little bit bizarre to do this, Pyon, without the proper setting. So, one moment, Pyon. Alright, I think I'm almost ready, Pyon. There we go. Much more suitable, Pyon. Hello, Powder Queen Pyon. I hope you're doing well today, Pyon. Right, so I hope this is enjoyable so far. Thank you so much for that, Fats Pyon. Very much appreciated, Pyon. Right, thank you so much, by the way, for your donations, Pyon. Very much appreciated. Bunny suit, speak Pyon. Thank you, Pyon. This is based on an outfit that I actually own and have worn in real life, Pyon. Ah, why are you teasing me, Pyon? Not very nice to do when I'm entertaining you, Pyon. Oh, I know you mean well. I can't stay mad for long, Pyon. But, gotta hop out. Have a lovely hop out as you need to, Pyon. Thank you so much for hopping in, Jesse, Pyon. Please have a great rest of your day, Pyon. Ow. That hurt a lot, Pyon. What was that for, Pyon? Oh. It appears I've gone to jail, Pyon. Gone to jail for, bunny crimes, Pyon. Guilty as charged. Pyon. It's okay. I'll be out in due time. Case in point. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, Pyon. Well, I'm not sure if I'm mommy at the moment, Pyon, but if you do like this voice, Pyon, then, well, you're free to enjoy it, Pyon. Let's see. 4 Pyon, 3 Pyon, 2 Pyon, 1 Pyon, 2 minutes left. And I feel like now is as good a time as any to do the other vocal redemption, which is... Ara ara, ii ko da ne, kawaii koto. How's that? Yeah, I don't do a lot of ASMR stuff. This is just the existing mic with the gain turned up and speaking a little bit more quietly into it. Oops, accidental squish. Oh no, don't crush your strawberries unless you're trying to make jam. Aw, Vera, your reactions are always so predictably cute. Yes, gamer. Although the Pyons did happen a little bit ago. See? I can be goth, I could be bunny, I could be strawberry girl, I could be all kinds of things. I think it's just fun, is all. Be gay, do crime. Be trans, throw hands. You're not saying anything, you're barking, of course. And that's perfectly fine, pup. No worries. 50 seconds left, by the way. By the way, before I forget, oh, we do have another spin, don't we? Since, Mechanics threw another, 5 into the system. So once this is done, We'll do one more wheel spin, and that'll be it. No more after that, okay? Oh, it does not like when I cross my hands. That's okay, though. That makes sense. But yeah, one of these days, I do have a couple of ASMR Audiothon rewards that I need to take care of pretty soon. So maybe at some point, I'll invest in a proper ASMR microphone, and we'll do things that way. Alternatively, I could just do those redeems this way. What do you say? Is this still okay? Does this count? I legitimately don't know. 1, 0. And the gain is back down. Let's do that one final spin. I swear if it's prank call, I'm just ending the stream. Phew. Okay. And now I can do it with a bit more volume too, so and with reverb. Are you all ready? Arara. Iko da ne. I'm trying to get better at that, like, ara. There's a little bit of a lightness of the voice to it. Ara. You know? Not ara, it's ara. You were off guard this whole time writing an email. So, I will say that there is a flow to delivering an ara. I noticed that a lot of it is delivered sort of 2, 1, 5, 3. Da-da-da-da. Ara. Low, high, slightly lower. And there's a certain amount of air to it, depending on how you're delivering it. I mean, there's a gentle, like, ara. There's the ara. And then, of course, there's, if you're really going aggressive, if you really want to throw people off, although it's very different. The ending of the sentence became brr. So ara is like, oh, so ara iko dane is basically the equivalent of, oh my, you're simply darling, aren't you? Or you're such a good boy, aren't you? Or you're such a good girl, aren't you? It's ara, oh my, iko, you're good, dane, right? Or like, aren't you? I've once heard ne likened to in it, like a grammatically appropriate in it. It's Tuesday, in it. Tuesday, this ne. Regolite. Redgo, are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Red Golite. Happy birthday, good boy. What a good boy you are, Red Golite. I hope that my very good boy has a very good birthday. Have a fantastic one, That's my good birthday boy. And there we go. Let me put the wheel away also before I forget. Japanese language learning stream 1. I used to do them, actually. I have fallen off the wagon. I need to get back on it because that was a really good thing for me. And there were a lot of benefits of being on it that I just need to get out of. I think the thing for me is I feel like I would like to start with a class, or at least to find a way to dive into the immersion method, rather. How do they sing happy birthday in Japan? I think it's just happy birthday. Like, I think there's even, I don't even follow Kamen Rider, but I think there's even a villain in Kamen Rider that whenever he makes another villain, he sings it happy birthday. Yeah, I think it's still his happy birthday. It's sort of like, it's sort of like how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it's slightly rewritten, but the melody is the same. I mean, how many of you know Jingle Bells, sorry. Actually, both. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Jingle Bells have the same melodies. but Jingle Bell has rewritten lyrics. And I imagine many of you know Jingle Bells in Japanese. Sing it with me, all. Hashire sori yo, kaze no yo ni, tsukimi hana wo, padoru padoru. Yup, there it is. But that's the thing, a lot of the songs carry over between the two, if I'm not mistaken. I can't wait to bust out the custom Padoru avatar that got made for me last year. It was so cute. All right, friends, I gotta stretch real quick. Any final questions, comments, remarks, redemptions before we find someone who is live to raid, and then raid them? Let me see who's live at the moment. I see Zen, Alpharad, Cinder, Chibi, Snuffy, Cottontail. I see Nags, Pumpkin Potion, Pastaroni Ravioli rather, Quinn Bennett, Alexandria, Miss Lala, Fluff and Fox. I see Vil, I see Kilie, I see Robin Sashiko, I see Tommy, I see Tan Man's Mantan, I see Pudros. How many grapes could I eat within 6 seconds? Define fully eaten. Do I need to be just chewing them? Do I need to have them all swallowed? Like, how many grapes? I would not be able to eat a lot of grapes now that I think about it. Fully consumed. Probably like 2 or 3. 6 grapes. Like 6 seconds, that's I would not be able to do that many. Who we raid? Trip Starlight is playing Thousand Year Door. Yay, Vil. Probably less than I would daringly claim. Yeah, I don't know, like, for me, I don't eat a lot of grapes very quickly. Yeah, 6 seconds is not even enough time to chew. Yeah, at that point, you're just slamming them down your gullet without chewing. Yeah, I could stand to rest my voice a little bit today, too. Who do I want to raid? Exactly, Ouija, exactly. Digestion is important. Chew your food. And chew it properly, by the way. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling to pick who to raid. Who's live on YouTube right now? I see. Once it loads. Doki Bird, Yuko, Fluff and Fox. That's about it. Run a poll? Sure. Let's see. Let's see. I'll put in 2 Twitch streamers, 2 like high subscriber Twitch streamers, 2 lower view count Twitch streamers, and then 1 YouTube option. Because it can be just as fun to raid in any direction. Let's do... Yeah. Shinon is live. I think we did raid Shinon pretty recently. Otherwise, I'd be super for that. Thank you, though. Like, Fliss singing is Zombie? Huh? Are you asking me to sing the song Zombie? I think this will work. I think I'm gonna give that a miss for now, if that's okay, Nicholas. I'm glad that you enjoyed the song, though. And Razby, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. My music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, several VTubers, and much, much more. You want to buy a bunny suit? Go for it. Yeah, the ones that I bought from just like Amazon are actually quite okay. They're not perfect. There's some cheapness to them, but they still work out. And thank you, Raz. I'm glad that you think so. All right. Doki Bird and Chibidoki have the highest responses so far. If you have an opinion on who we should raid just about as we're about to go out, please vote in the poll, which is running right now in chat. Or it should be. Are any of you watching this on like not a desktop or laptop? I guess anyone who's watching from their phone. Do polls not show up on phones? All right, Cottontail and Doki Bird are tied. Each with 2 votes compared to Chibidoki and Fluff and Fox's 1. 3 votes for Cottontail. 2 for Doki Bird. 1 for Chibidoki, 1 for Fluff and Fox. Cottontail and Doki Bird are now tied. 31013. It is currently a palindrome. What is this? It is still 31013. There are 54 viewers in here, and that is what? Oh, Cottontail in the lead with 4 votes to Doki Bird's 3. Chibi and Fluff and Still with 1 vote apiece. With the way things are going, it's still anyone's round, but we could still have. It looks like with the way things are going, we'll be raiding into Cottontail VA, unless someone sneaks in those last couple of votes. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The winner is Cottontail VA. Looks like Cottontail is playing. Let's see. Black Myth Wukong with mods. Please do understand that while my streams are in fact 18 plus, largely because we don't want to babysit, Cottontail's stream is 18 plus and is very spicy, but also quite nice, also quite awesome and cool. For sure. All right, friends, that's all I got for you. Tomorrow we're going to be finishing the remix of Miss RGB. By the way, that might not necessarily be working on the music of it. It could be video work, or it could be more graphic stuff, because I thought that I was done with the mix, but I went back and revisited it, and it sounded awful. Absolutely rancid. So I'm giving it another go. Maybe we'll do some video stuff in Visi.io, and we'll see how it goes. Until then, I do believe I owe you a vocal thing. Mindy Dog 149, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I'm just about to wrap up, but I make Eurobeat music. It's been featured in games, anime, VTubers, and so much more. Thank you so much for popping in. And before we go, Okaeri nasai. Gohan ni suru? Ofuro ni suru? Soretomo wa ta shi? And on that note, we are rating the one, the only, Cottontail VA. All right, quick sip. And a fancy one, of course. When in doubt, pinky out. That is all I got for you. Thank you so much for coming. If you are subscribed, this is our raid message. If you do not have that emote, then any heart will do, as long as your message is Audi Raid. Please give lots of love and respect to Cottontail VA. By the way, the rules here are already 18 plus, but seriously, if you're not 18, get the hell out. If you think I'm harsh about that, Cottontail will absolutely shred you for it. All right, bye-bye! See you tomorrow! Bye-bye! What's got to see? Bye-bye! Mwah! right. Boop. Yeah, the mic is still on.